So far, we have looked at the cup method, which relies on directly comparable prices. But not every intercompany transaction has a clean comparable price to point to. That is where two more methods come in: the Resale Price Method, or RPM, used for distributors, and the Cost Plus Method, used for contract manufacturers. Both methods work backward or forward from a known number to figure out what the arm's length transfer price should have been, and both give us a clean way to spot when a related party is overcharging or undercharging. Think of a supply chain with a manufacturer on one end and an independent customer on the other. RPM sits at the distributor's end of that chain and works backward. It starts from the price charged to the outside customer and subtracts a margin to find the arm's length price the distributor should have paid. Cost Plus sits at the manufacturer's end and works forward. It starts from what the manufacturer actually spent to make the product and adds a markup to find the arm's length price it should charge. Same underlying goal, opposite starting points. Let's start with RPM. Picture a distributor that buys a product from an affiliated manufacturer and resells it to an unrelated customer. Because we can observe the resale price to that outside customer, and we can find a comparable gross margin earned by similar independent distributors, we can work backward to figure out what the manufacturer should have charged in the first place. Here is a concrete case. A distributor resells a product to an independent customer for $100. Comparable independent distributors in the same industry earn a gross margin of 25%. That means the arm's length gross profit is $25. So the arm's length transfer price the manufacturer should charge the distributor is $100 minus $25, which is $75. Now suppose the actual transfer price the manufacturer charged the distributor was $85, not $75. $85 is higher than the $75 arm's length price, which tells us the price is too high. The manufacturer is overcharging the distributor, and that pulls income away from the distributor and back to the manufacturer. This is exactly the kind of mismatch that triggers an IRS adjustment under the arm's length standard. Now flip to the other end of the chain, the Cost Plus Method. This one applies when a related contract manufacturer produces goods for an affiliated buyer. Instead of starting from a resale price, we start from what the manufacturer actually spent to produce the goods, then add a comparable markup that independent contract manufacturers would earn on that same kind of work. Here is the numbers. Total manufacturing costs come to $60. Comparable contract manufacturers in the same industry earn a gross cost plus markup of 15%. So the arm's length transfer price is $60 times 1 plus 15%, which works out to $69. Now say the actual transfer price charged was only $50, well below the $69 arm's length price. Here the direction flips compared to the RPM example. The manufacturer is undercharging the buyer, so income shifts out of the manufacturer and over to the buyer. Same diagnostic logic as before, just running in the opposite direction. Both examples follow the same three-step logic. First, calculate the arm's length price with the right method, RPM on the distributor side, cost plus on the manufacturer side. Second, compare that arm's length price to what was actually charged. Third, read the direction. If the actual price is higher than arm's length, the seller is overcharging and income shifts toward the seller. If the actual price is lower than arm's length, the seller is undercharging and income shifts toward the buyer. Let's wrap up. The resale price method works backward from the price charged to an independent customer, subtracting a comparable margin to find the arm's length price for a distributor. The cost plus method works forward from a contract manufacturer's production costs, adding a comparable markup to find the arm's length price. In our RPM example, a $75 arm's length price against an $85 actual price showed overcharging by the manufacturer. In our cost-plus example, a $69 arm's length price against a $50 actual price showed undercharging. Either direction of mismatch is a signal the IRS can act on. Next, we will look at TNMM, also known as CPM in the U.S., the most widely used method of all.